Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Life of Barney. And today we are going to take this rump roast, inject it with the most epic injection mixture, and smoke it on the Weber Smoky Mountain. Play the intro. I got this rump roast from Bloomer's Family Farm. If you live in the southwestern Ontario, look them up on Instagram or on Facebook. Here's their Instagram handle. Awesome folks, family-run business, and the meat that they get from their cows is fantastic. Rump roast. I'm going to inject it, as I said. I have the injection that I made in our previous video. We're going to give that a go. I have my Kitschwise meat injector. I'm using the small sized injector needle. I am going to put a binder on before I put the rub. So I have just some plain old yellow mustard, tried, tested, works great. And today I wanted to try something a little different. Normally, you guys know that I like to make my own rubs. Today I'm gonna try Stubbs beef rub. I also bought this at Bloomer's. I'm sure you can get it at the grocery store or any barbecue specialty store. You can probably order it online too. Oh yeah. Little spice, like just a hint of heat. Lots of salt. Obviously, it's a beef rub. Tastes like it's got some cumin in there. Let's look at the ingredient list, see if I picked a couple of these off. Spices, sugar, no, okay. They do the typical thing where they don't really spell out what all the spices are, but whatever, that's fine. Let's get to work. I already have the Weber Smoky Mountain outside. It's already assembled, charcoal's ready to go. I don't want to waste any more time. This is probably going to take about 2 hours, hovering around the 250 mark. I'm starting it a little earlier on in the day than I normally would because I'm actually going to take some of this and slice it up in my Cuisinart meat slicer, which you folks saw in a previous video, and try and get nice and thin slices. But to do that, I want to make sure it cools down quite a bit before doing that. One, I have to handle it, and two, I don't want to slice the hot meat. I'd like it to cool off, pull back in any moisture that it can, and then put it through the slicer. When you're injecting meat, make sure you're doing it in a grid pattern. I usually like to use about a 2-inch, 1.5 to 2-inch spacing between injection points. And then you also have to remember the needle point goes down this far, but you still have to get higher up. So I'll probably do 2 injections per grid spot. Same thing here, I space it about 2 inches apart. Don't go too heavy on the mustard. You just want a thin layer of the mustard on the meat there, and that just gives the rub something better to bind to. The rub's done now. One of the things I noticed, just when, and you'll see it too, when you start doing injections more and more, it doesn't matter how much you pat dry the meat beforehand. When you do the injection liquid will start seeping out the various porous areas and whatnot of the meat itself. That's going to affect how you do the rub, or it's going to affect how the rub will stick on, even when you use a binder like mustard or whatever. If you want to overcome that and reach the next level of flavor, do your injection and put the meat in the fridge overnight. Anything it's going to sweat out, it'll sweat out by the morning. Pat dry again, then do your rub. and it will still taste incredible. I only made the injection. I finished it off last night. This wasn't fully thawed and ready to go, so I didn't bother with the injection last night or anything, but next time I will. Let me know if you guys do that method or not. It's time to get this out on the Weber Smoky Mountain. Come on outside, I'll see you guys there. I'm using applewood today on the Weber Smoky Mountain. I get my applewood from an orchard we have here in southwestern Ontario in the Greater London area. It's called Crunican Orchards. And they actually sell bags. I guess people use it for firewood maybe, but then there's folks like me. I actually buy bags of pieces of applewood and they sell them in big logs. So you bring it home, you chop them up, you dry them out just a little bit, and you do want some moisture in there. But it's a great source, and the cost of a bag of applewood from them, a big bag of logs, is the same as a dinky little bag of at Crappy Tire of the chunks. So you save a lot of money and you support a small business. Applewood, Crunican Orchards. Right now the Weber Smoky Mountain's just under 250 degrees. I think I'm probably going to settle around the 250 mark. I have the bottom vents open 1/3, which is the usual amount open to hit that 250 mark. It's not too windy, so I'm thinking this will be a stable smoke for about 2 hours when this thing is done. And I'm gonna be taking it off around that 135-ish mark, more on the medium side than the medium rare side. But I'll check in with you guys a few times as it goes. It's time to get this thing on. Why don't you guys come in here and take a look. Hey folks, doing a little check-in here. It is the 1 hour and 50-minute mark. We've been holding just around 250 on the dome lid, which I actually adjusted to try to match the grill temperature on the top, sitting at about 258 based on my readout. And you'll also see I'm at 121 in the middle of the piece of beef. So we're getting there, we're getting close, almost 2 hours. Why don't we take a look? Come on in here, folks. Oh, look at that. Looking not too bad. There's a little bit of a bark setting up. It's kind of hard to get a real good bark when you're doing these short smokes. It normally takes a number of hours. 2 hours is a bit short, but I added a little bit of rub. I saw some bald spots where the rub didn't quite set up because of the amount of liquid coming out. So I added a little bit, but otherwise, I mean, it's looking great. It smells really good. And you can still see, even after 2 hours, super juicy. Folks, we might be onto something here with this injection. I'm gonna close it up and I'll check in with you in a little bit. We're at the 2 hour, 37-minute and 25-second mark for those of you keeping score. We held 250-ish for the majority of the smoke. You saw it in that last clip. It was looking good. I haven't looked at it since. I'm gonna unlid. We're gonna have a little viewing, but my thermometer tells me we hit 140. So it's time to get this thing off and wrapped and inside and let it rest. Why don't you guys come in here and take a look? Oh man, that smells good. That smells great. See you guys inside. Four hours, 5 minutes. I guess I can stop the clock right there. Moment of truth. Oh, yeah. I have to do a taste test now and see how this tastes. I'm just going to cut a slice for myself. Nice and tender. It's obviously juicy. You guys saw that. Pulls right apart. Here we go. That is incredible. Super juicy. I mean, holy moly. The flavor of the injection, I gotta be honest, I mean, I was a little skeptical. I've done a handful of injections before, chicken or beef, whatever, but I was a little skeptical if that little experiment in the previous episode was actually going to turn out a really good flavored injection. It was fantastic. And like, it just kept it so juicy and moist. Like, look at that. Fantastic. Well, you know what time it is. It's time to pull out the deli slicer and give this thing a whirl and cut up some deli meat. Well, that was pretty cool. Haven't used that meat slicer. That was a fun first experience. Otherwise, I mean, you guys saw in that previous shot, this turned out great. It's time to toast up some bread, tomato, lettuce, mayo, some kind of mustard, I'm sure. Get ourselves some smoked meat sandwiches happening. I hope this video was helpful. I mean, it was for me. Always good to practice and always good to try new things. That's what barbecue is all about, right? For those of you who are watching, if you've tried this before, let me know in the comments what your method was, or what kind of recipe or rub you used, or whatever the case might be. Hit subscribe. It helps me out, lets me know you guys like watching these videos. And to the subscribers, thanks for sticking with me. Oh, and don't tell my parents I was smoking in the backyard. I'll see you next time.